So the plot thickens again. This is one of them pot roast, them pressure cooker stews. This one of them thick plots because apparently Whack 100 is claiming that Big U was also extorting Bricc Baby. I know it's a lot to unpack, so we're just gonna get into the content. I mean, just off the back, shout out 4Extras. It's just like how if they're a part of the same community, but let's get into the content, man. Shout out to Ray Give TV.
Whack, no,
I'm doing a little bit too much weird though. Where did I know too much at?
They felt you know the details before the indictment. Like usually that's kind of rare. Like if
Mother played the record, but the only details we do is what was on the record and with Bricc Baby. Now Bricc Baby, now we done ran through this shit. I done read it 3 times. I gotta retract. Bricc Baby ain't do no telling. You know why Bricc Baby ain't in the indictment act?
you did say Bricc Baby was working. Is he working?
No, listen, no, on the AK you got something going on. But we was trying to figure out why Loose Cannon's in the indictment and he's not. You know why? Bricc Baby was a victim. He got extorted too. If you read the paperwork, Bricc Baby doing more.
What?
Extorted while you're doing a crime. You
No
know what I mean?
bullshit. You're blind.
It's like going to the police station saying, "Yo,
No,
they
no.
robbed me for my
No.
cocaine." They gonna be like,
No. See, this is what you're not understanding, bro. Bricc Baby did a move that had nothing to do with nobody. It's in the
But it's a
paperwork.
crime. It's a crime.
Yeah, but listen, they found out. You hear me? They found out Bricc Baby called a nigga and robbed a nigga's plug. Somehow they found out about Bricc Baby's move that ain't got nothing to do with nobody. So what they say is Bricc Baby got to pay us half, right? In essence, they got Bricc Baby waiting and hot.
But to me, well, I mean, to any logical, square citizen, civilian person, that's just like how that's not necessarily extortion, right? Because they're a part of the same community. Like if you go do something for the greater good of the cause, then it isn't really extortion because when I mean, you don't have to be a gang member to understand that once Bricc Baby did go and do whatever he did that's in the paperwork, there's retaliation, there's ramification that comes behind that. So naturally, you would want to go cover your behind. And if you're a part of a notable, respectable community, you should go and kind of share the spoils or the treasures of the fruits of your labor, because when these people figure out where you represent or where you come from, they're more than likely going to come searching that area. They're going to want to retaliate in that area, right? If they can't find him, they're going to go to what they know that he represents. This is just logic, right? So the right thing would be to do, hey, I went and did this, and there might be some people that come through here that are aggravated. So here's the portion of what I've earned, and I necessarily what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. I don't see that as that's a part of it. That's what he had signed up for, right? Like if you're gonna go do something, it should be for the greater good, even if it's just you going to do it. This is something that you've taken an oath to, right? So
when they went and said Bricc Baby got to pay us half, and they squeezed him, Bricc Baby dropped a bag off and said it's 5,000 to 7,000 in there. That's y'all half. They squeezing him. They had nothing to do with the move. When they counted, it's in the paperwork, it's 2,000 to 3,000. They say, oh no, we got to go find this nigga. So guess who went to find the nigga? The police. So what they used was that little pop shit to get the warrant. When they came in there, they found the K. This is why when Bricc Baby called 600, who at the time was his pal, his exact words was, it's a RICO coming down, but it ain't a 6-0 RICO, it's a big U RICO. He tell us this June 2023. He said they won't cuz for a body in Vegas. At this time, we're oblivious to any of this shit. If you go find recordings of us in 2023, you'll hear us saying what Bricc Baby told us, right? Now, fast forward. The shit come out. What does it say? Big U Enterprise, right?
Hold on. Let me backtrack just 1 second though, because you said you're basically saying Bricc Baby was getting extorted, but if the
nigga,
feds
it says it in the paperwork.
No, but hold on. But if the feds wouldn't look at that as extortion if they're saying that Bricc Baby's in the same organization doing the same thing. That's just
that's not, bro.
Right,
Listen,
right,
he's not part of that, bro. When you say you're part of a nigga's organization, that means, see, this is where they got Loose at. They're saying, Loose, you did this move for this individual against the same individual, and you guys came together and counted it and broke it up. That's the same organization. Bricc did robbery on a nigga way over somewhere else that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. And that organization found out and said, nigga, because you from the hood, you got to pay. It's in the paperwork, bro. All y'all niggas got to do is read it. Because I'm reading.
You're accurate. It's in the paperwork. It's just how the feds are looking at it. I don't think the feds would look at it like Bricc is some ancillary part that got nothing to do with Big U.
Bullshit. This is how they're going to look at it. They're going to look at it and look, the fact, see, this is what you got.
Ain't Bricc the subject of another indictment where it's alleged that he's supplying
something that ain't got nothing to do with them. It's sealed, right? So, but this is what you're missing.
Okay.
The only way the police is gonna tell Bricc. When that nigga Bricc told 600, I'm listening. He said, "Yo, it's a indictment coming down, but it ain't a 60 indictment. It's a big U indictment. Cause it's hot for a body in Vegas. This is June 2023. Nobody knows about this kid.
Wait, Bricc Baby said that in 2023?
He told us this is what you ain't listening to. When they picked him up on the K, they let the nigga go a day or two later. He called 600. Him and 600 is running together. They had no jumper together. They taking pictures and shit together. He said, bro, there's an indictment coming down, but it's not a rolling 60 indictment. It's a big U indictment. Something about a body in Vegas. We don't know what the is going on. When the feds go to Big U house in August, we think, right, it's some fraud shit because they take him and his wife.
So Big U knew about if Bricc is telling y'all this or telling 600 this, Big U must know that the feds was hot on his tails last
Okay,
year.
now stop. This is how I know you didn't read it. If you read the paperwork, it says also in June of 2023, they served a warrant for Big U's DNA. It's right in the paperwork.
They pulled him over and they got it.
They pulled him over, so of course he fucking knew. So the same month Bricc tell us this is the same month Big U got pulled over and served a warrant for the DNA. You follow what I'm saying? So if you go pull up all the shit, you will find that in June 2023, we exposed Bricc Baby, because my whole disposition is Bricc. The police ain't gonna talk to you about what's against a 60 unless you on the side of the police and fear that you gonna tell the 60. This is my whole thought.
So that's why he said he was working.
That's why I said he was working, because he just get caught for the case. So at the time he's lying, saying Adam bailed him out. We later find out the bail was capped. He put that in his pocket. They let him out on the signature, just let him go. There was no money ever put up. Then later on, he said on your show, it was a DA reject, Compton Court. I had Reggie Wright go check. When Compton Court come back, it was drugs submitted that day. No gun. AK and the phone is with the feds. But at this time, it's damn near 18, 20 months. I'm like, nigga.
Wait, hold on. Let me answer this question, right? And I think that's where people were saying they feel like you're backtracking a little bit.
Backtracking where?
No. Hold on. Let me ask a question. Because if you from the streets, right, and these guys got current situations where there's open cases, this and third, the feds are trying to connect a lot.
Gotta stop right there. Bricc is deadly denying it, though, Act. You gotta factor in, Bricc is look, bro, in these streets.
We're gonna end it right there. This was a really good stream. Y'all gotta go watch that stream. DJ Academics was grilling Whack, and you know Whack, you can tell when he's getting frustrated or aggravated. Usually, you know, he got the bigger microphone, but I mean, this was great journalism by Whack. Y'all gotta go check out this.
Oh my god, dude, you're too funny.
Check it in.
There's been multiple times we're supposed to do this.
Let's do this shit on live from the cell or something.
Oh, right, because you're the part.
My boys, I'm like, he just don't listen. But now I got the backpack on. I got $200,000 in my backpack. So we riding around. So it's time for him to go back. So he comes over. He thinks he has my backpack. It's both our money in here. So he has the backpack in the trunk. This nigga hits the lock button. Thinks he hits the lock button, but he popped the trunk.
Oh boy.
So mind you, all this is on tape. A prostitute bitch come downstairs, but I know, like, where I'm staying at, it's one of my bitches' house. So she be getting into it with the prostitute bitches across the hall. So I see who it is on the camera. So I'm immediately, you know, I get on demon time. That's 200,000. So you already know, I get to go at 007. I'm slashing all the tires in the building so they can't pull off. So as soon as they get to the car, it's up. But it was another black girl that was walking, and I thought they was with her. So I didn't, bitch, get over here. Whoa. She was the leasing office manager.
Oh no. Oh boy.
So I got a deal. I got a good deal for that. They just, you know, when he works.
Wow. That's crazy. So you didn't lose the 200,000?
Nah, I never got that back.
Oh, you didn't?
Because all the commotion, they got to tell on me. And I'm supposed to tell them I had 200,000 cash. Like, I'm trying to tell them, but it's like, I got up out of there. No, that's what happened. Once the people seen and I start hearing the commotion, like, I'm like, oh, it's police involved. Like, I get on.
Right.
So when I get on, like, I think the girl who house I was at, we had got into it not too long. I think she went and told him, like, I don't know his name Bricc Baby. So once this case pop up with Bricc Baby, they link the cases.
Okay.
So
Man.
I end up, So they really never caught me there. So it was a whole.
Man. But what do y'all think about this clip, man? It can't be. There's no way Big U could allegedly be doing that. It didn't make sense to me, but let me know what y'all think in the comments section, man.